Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for staying here with us. Of course, we told you that our guest is here. Joining us on the show this afternoon is a Trinidadian singer-songwriter. Our rise in the music scene started with a rich musical heritage rooted in the heart of Trinidad and Tobago's soca scene. And she is here to talk to us about all of this and more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show this afternoon, Nailah Blackman. Nailah. Nailah. Okay, Nailah. I got it.
Nailah.
You got it right.
I got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
How you doing? You look stunning.
Thank you so
I
much.
love your hair.
Thank you.
It's your first time in Nigeria.
First time in Nigeria, first time on the continent as well.
Nice.
So I'm like, so
I would never have believed it because you've worked with Adekunle Gold, by the way. That was her doing the hook to that Adekunle Gold song that you just watched. And I was wondering, I said, I think that you are one person. You know how you see somebody or you hear about that person and it looks like you've already known that person.
Yeah.
So telling me that it's the first time, even on the continent, I'm like, no, don't tell me that.
I've heard your
My
voice.
heart has been here for a long time, you know?
Nice. So, tell us, you worked with Adekunle Gold on that jam. You've worked with a couple of people. How is it like you've worked with these people, but you've never actually been to Nigeria and then coming here finally? How does it feel?
Well, it feels amazing. This has been a dream for me for almost my whole life, you know, because being brought up in Trinidad and Tobago, we are also taught as well that, you know, we're Africans. So it's like a big deal when you come back home to the motherland. Like, it's not, in my mind, I'm like, okay, this
Have you done your DNA?
No, I've not, but I have to because I have to know which tribe. I have to know, you know. But I say eventually I definitely will do it. But it's always been like a dream. So for me, working with Adekunle, working with Oxlade, working with different people. I mean, in the Caribbean, soca music is huge, you know what I'm saying? And in the Caribbean, lots of Africans as well. So naturally, we're like, okay, we need to work with our own, you know, we need to work with. So Adekunle and I met way back, and then, you know, we've had a good friendship ever since.
Nice.
All right. Because when you came, we're like, okay, let's compare Nigeria to Trinidad and Tobago. And then because when I was reading about you, you know, you were so proud to put it in your bio that is where concerts, you know, originated from, and that you people are always vibing. I'm like, have you met us? Have you met us? So let us know the difference.
Well, it's not a big difference. What I would say is that your party hard. Y'all go straight to the morning. We do the same thing, but I think we're more jumpy, dancey. Yeah. Like, you know, we'd be like jumping, waving, whining, but y'all like chill and rock back. Y'all like cool kids, you know what I'm saying?
Interesting, but you know that we go to some other countries and we just feel like, what's happening there? You know, all those countries that you might even finish performing and it is when you are almost at your house that they will now start clapping. What did I do wrong? They said, no, that is how they react. Like, no, we're not like that.
I'm happy you're having fun so far. You've seen that we know how to party.
No, for sure you do.
Great. Let's talk about your family. Looking at your bio, I realized that you come from a family of entertainers.
Yes.
And your grandfather, right, if, correct me if I'm wrong, your grandfather is one of the original creators for soca.
Yes.
Right, the worldwide renowned soca music. So tell us about that and the family that you come from.
Well, I come from the Blackman family. Ras Shorty, also known as Lord Shorty, Garfield Blackman. He is the pioneer creator of soca music. Basically, back in the 70s, he felt like if calypso music, which came from Africa, way back in like before the 1800s, I'm not really sure. And he was a calypsonian his whole life, but you know, he was a black man, but he had a little Indian mix in him. And he was brought up on his mom's side with the Indian family. And he felt like everything was so disconnected, divided, a lot of racial tension. And he just felt like it was time for people to just unite and be one as people. And that's where soca music came from. It's a mixture of African and Indian rhythmic structure. And then soca was birthed. And it changed the course of everything. It gave a whole new life to carnival and the entire culture that we have in the Caribbean. And now, way years later, I'm here and just taking back up the mantle. My mother, Abby Blackman, was she's an icon in Trinidad. She's the first ever youngest calypso queen. So
Amazing.
yeah.
Amazing.
So it just came naturally to you because you said you play. I read that you play 2 instruments right there,
Yes.
or do you play more than that?
Yeah, I play.
And then the metal stuff.
Yeah, steel pan.
Yeah,
it's our
steel
national
pan.
instrument. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Amazing. So tell us about your music. Like, was it did you wake up and realize that you were going to do music? Or did you do it because your family was doing it? Or did it come to you naturally? How did you start? What was the influences?
I think it's all of it because I originally did it because my family did it because as I was born, like everybody was singing and playing instruments. So it was like, imagine a baby experiencing just like lots of harmonies. Like for me, I was like, oh, this is nice. But I was always really inspired by my mom.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like her, and she was so full of passion for music. That's how I started. I actually did my first song when I was 2 years old. But I did my first performance when I was 4 years old, and I was really shy, held the mic like
this.
this.
Somewhere that you can play?
It's not somewhere like on the internet. We weren't really like that advanced back then, but I definitely still know this song.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Nice.
Have you thought about doing something with some of our Nigerian female acts?
Definitely, I would love to. I love Ira as well. I love Tiwa Savage. You know what I'm saying? I'm friends with Niniola. And y'all have so much talent here. It's crazy. Even artists that I discovered while I was here, like I think somebody named King, can't remember her name, but yeah.
Oh, wow. So what events have you even been to?
I've been to the club, I've been to Ballers and Divas. I've been to Vanti. I've been to Obi's house.
Okay.
So I was like outside.
You're going to come to J-Post Sunday Escape.
What?
But she's already leaving on Sunday.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
We'll push the flights.
Don't worry, I'm coming back in December. I'm gonna have it all in December.
She's just fighting because she's my ex.
What? I'm not fighting. I like you already, so there is no problem. But there is a problem if I don't like you, but I think I like you already. Okay, now let's talk about the genre you do.
Yeah.
And the works that you've done in the past. What is in the works for you?
Well, right now I'm working on a full album, right? I'm super excited about it. That's partially why I came here as well, to work on music, to work with the producers and songwriters and everybody out here, artists as well. But I've been doing so much music. Like I came out in 2017, and from 2017 to now, like my catalog is ridiculous, it's ridiculous. So I feel like now I'm exploring different sounds. I'm like fusing soca with Afro a little bit. I'm like, just doing a lot of experimental sounds, but still staying true to who I am.
Yeah, I mean, looking at your catalog, you've been nominated for a lot of international awards, from BET to, best soccer artist, even from in Jamaica. You've done a lot of things. I also realized that you're signed to Big Money Records, which houses some of the biggest names. Drake and the rest. So kudos to you. Well done. I want to ask you a question, though. There's been a conversation recently that involved the Jamaican artist, the raga artist, Buju Banton, made a statement about Afrobeat, and says, Afrobeat is not deep enough. We're not passing, it's a surface music, and we're not passing any messages. And some other people also came out to say some words to it. But you have worked with Nigerian artists. You have been in contact with Afrobeat, and you still do your music as well. What's your
take on Afrobeat?
Well, I definitely would not say that. I actually think Afrobeats is one of the deeper music that we have now. That's like trending music. If you think about what's popular music and trending music, I'm so against that statement. I just have to say I'm so against that statement, because what I love about Afrobeat music is that even when you're talking about one thing that might feel like jiggy and dancey and it might make you feel like good inside, or like, it still has a message. It still has an underlying something that is like, this is what I'm going through, or this is where I want to go, or there's always like it's either a struggle story or a blessing story. Like there's always something for you to hold on to, a bigger picture. So I'm very much against that statement. But in general, I just feel like if the way the world has been going with social media, people have been so desensitized to real emotion, you know, in general. If you think about the Gen Zs and the alphas coming up, like, they don't want to feel because they don't want to hurt, because that's life. That's life in a lot of ways. People, we go through a lot of hardship, we go through a lot of things, but sometimes we don't want to face it. And if we want to listen to something that makes us feel like we forget about our problems for a minute, so what? Like, we should be open to that. We should, because there's something for everybody. If you want something deeper, go find something deeper. Don't shame a whole genre of music for it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for giving us your opinions, definitely.
All right, so tell us, what are your plans as we round off? Then what would you like to tell people? What would you like them to know about you?
Okay, well, as I said, I was working on a whole album, a body of work, and the name of the album is called Born a Diamond, right? Yes.
Love it.
And I'm definitely coming back to Nigeria. I'm doing collaborations with Nigerian artists, and I feel like if this project is like so special to me and my journey and what I've been going through, that I want everybody to hear it. I want everybody to know about it. So, yeah, my name is Nailah, and y'all need to like check out the music full and through since 2017 to now, so you could get an idea, you know.
Let's get it.
Wow.
Energy.
All right, we still have Nailah right here. Thank you so much for coming on the show. But then, you know that we cannot go without giving you this. So that's all we can take with our guest. Happiness is free. It's next. Before we go, guys, check out this one. Wow. Interesting, the things that we see in the streets. All right, thank you so much. I'm so sure that people are happy that, you know, we gave you Happiness is Free. Thank you so much, Nailah, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having
to
me.
Nigeria.
Indeed.
Yeah, I've done this with this silly guy, you. Huh?
Your ex.
Anyway, so that is my ex. My name is Honeypot, and we'll catch you next week, bigger and better. But don't forget that we've got all of our videos right there on YouTube, so you can just keep yourself busy and enjoy the weekend with our videos. Okay? We'll see you. My name is Honeypot.